Hello there, it's Jazz and welcome to today's video. It's going to be a challenge and it's been a while since I last did a challenge and I'm really excited. I saw Kathleen Lights do this challenge and then I saw Nikki Tutorials do this challenge. As far as I know, the original is Lauren 9 to 5. She did it years ago, but it resurfaced now again, and it seemed like a really nice idea. Like, I'm only allowed to dip once in each product, whether it's with a brush or with my fingers or with a sponge. I only get to dip into the product one time and use it for my entire face, for the entire look. I'm not the type of person who uses a lot of product, so I really hope I won't face any difficulties with this challenge, but it's still a challenge. So let's get started. So first thing I always do is I clean my face with micellar water, and I'm gonna do this not in the challenge because it's just a cleaning process I do before my makeup. Then I use a moisturizer, this one from St. Ives with collagen and elastin. So I guess I'm only allowed to dip my fingers into this tube once, and this is what I'm gonna do. It's not a terrible amount. I mean, it's okay. I usually add more, but it's okay. It's good enough. Even though I have oily skin, this moisturizer does not make my makeup look greasy or anything. It's really a great moisturizer. I don't like adding foundation or BB cream straight to my face. Okay, I usually add foundation with a beauty sponge, but I tried one time adding this foundation by Wet n Wild, their Photofocus, using a brush. So I'm gonna try to do it again since it's kind of easier to dip a brush. I think it will pick up more product than a sponge. I don't know. It's just a trial. It's a challenge. Okay, so I'm adding the product to my wrist, and I added kind of a generous amount of product, and I hope the brush is gonna pick it all up. Okay, that was my one dip. I can say it's very little product, but I'm going to try to distribute it to my entire face. This foundation, like I mentioned before, is a bit too dark for me, but with the studio lights it doesn't look that bad, so I use it mostly for my videos. I don't use it in real life. Also because I don't like using foundation in real life and leaving it on all day when I'm outside. But for the videos, I add it and then I remove it right when I'm done filming. Okay, I really like this foundation, and I hope I can find a lighter shade to mix with this one and make it more wearable for outside. I think it's a nice medium coverage lightweight foundation. Okay, so it's pretty good coverage considering I added a small amount of foundation. Next, for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me, and how I saw they did the challenge is just take one, just pull it once. You're not allowed to dip it into the product again, so I'm going to try to take a good amount. Even though with concealer I never have to dip back into the container. I mean, that's all I add for concealer, so this part is easy. Okay, now for the next step, I set my concealer using the Air Matte Bourjois powder, and with this product I go in a few times, so I need to pick up a lot of product. Okay, add a little here, add a little there, and then take it out. Okay. I really hope it was enough to set my concealer. For eyebrows, I use a black powder and then a little flat brush. So I dip it once Okay. I'm gonna try to distribute it. I don't want one eyebrow to come out perfect and then the other one completely empty. So I'm trying to balance and do both at once to kind of share the little product evenly. It's okay. Not bad at all. I usually don't do much with my eyebrows, so this is fine. Okay, now for eyeshadow, I was really skeptical. I didn't know which eyeshadow palette to use. My most pigmented one, I would say, is the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics, but I got the Zodiac Love Signs palette by BH Cosmetics, this one right here. And although it's not as pigmented as the Zodiac palette, I haven't used it much, and I really want to give it some love. Love Signs. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this one. So this is it. This is the palette. It has some beautiful shades, and these metallic foil big shadows anyway are really pigmented. The matte ones are the ones that are pigmented, but compared to the Zodiac palette, not that much. Haven't really thought about the look I want to create, but it's going to be neutral, kind of. First, I'm going to go in with this brown shade right here, Pisces. Their matte shade. Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard. Okay, and I want this. I cannot go back in to this shade, so I just want it for my crease. So I'm just trying to distribute. I want the pigment to be on both sides, and then I'm gonna do the blending. Okay, it did not pick much pigment, but it's okay. Okay. Doing the blending now. My biggest fear is one eye coming out differently. So the biggest challenge is kind of distributing this one dip evenly to both eyelids. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade with Taurus. This one right here. Okay. Add it to my outer corners. Oh no. No. Okay. Maybe I should have used a more pigmented palette, but I really wanted to try out this palette. I almost never use it. This is gonna come out being a really neutral look. I really want to go back and dip again into this Taurus shade, but I know I can't. So then I'm going to go in with Leo, the matte Leo shade. Does not pick up much product. And I'm going to diffuse the crease and then a little in the inner corners. Can you even see anything? Okay, I cannot see anything, so I'm gonna add Virgo, which is this nice orange shade. Come on, pick up, please. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my inner corner and inner crease. There you go, some pigment, yay. I'm gonna add to both sides, make sure there's pigment on both sides, and then I'm gonna start blending. Okay, I really want the outer corners to be a little more dark, so I'm gonna attempt and go in with Sagittarius. It's a kind of purple shade, but it looks a bit dark brown, so I'm just gonna try to deepen the outer corners. Oh, that looks nice. Yay. Looks pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna blend them. Okay, now for the shimmer shadows, I always add shimmer shadows with my fingers. So I will only dip my fingers once. I'm gonna go in with Leo, the shimmer shade. I think it's pretty decent. I'm gonna add it to the middle of my lid. I really want to go back in and make it more pigmented, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going in with Pisces, their metallic shade. Okay. And I'm adding it to my outer corners. Can't forget the other side. Are they even? Are they even? This is when I would go back in to the Leo shade and add it on top and blend this part, but guess I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. Okay. And now I am going to go in with Taurus, which is this really nice plum shade, and add it to my inner corners. Okay, now this look is quite pretty. Now for my lower lash line, I'm not allowed to dip into the same shadows that I used, so I'm going to use different shadows. So I will be using Gemini, the matte shade. Okay, so I dipped into Gemini once. Is it even? Then I'm gonna go in with Gemini, the metallic shade, but with a brush, because I just want to add it to this part right here. Okay, and we're done with eyes. I am not going to add any eyeliner because I don't feel like it, and because I think the eyeshadow looks really pretty as it is. Going in with mascara, I'm gonna curl my lashes real quick. Okay, I'll be using the Lash Sensational mascara by Maybelline, and I'm only allowed to dip it once, and I usually dip it twice or even 3 times. So I'm gonna try to get as much product as I can. Okay. Let's see. Can't forget my lower lashes, but I don't know what's left on the wand. I think it's okay. Moving on to face now. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. It's the most pigmented bronzer, contour, whatever. I hope it doesn't fail me this time. Oh no, it's really pigmented. Okay. Just gonna pack the color first and then I'm gonna blend. Okay, not bad. Not bad. This side got a lot more than this side. But I have to blend it. For blush, I will be using the BH Cosmetics Nouveau Neutrals palette. It has some blushes underneath here, and they're some of the most pigmented blushes I've ever tried. So I'm gonna take this one right here. It's the one I use the most, obviously. I love it. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, it is very pigmented. I feel like I'm gonna have to remove some product from the brush before blending it out. It's gonna be a mess. Okay, that's a lot of product. That's a decent amount of product. I have a lot of blush on today. What I do when the blush comes out too much, I take a beauty sponge that has some foundation on and I pat it over it to kind of tone it down because it's a lot. Okay, and for highlight I'm gonna use the Ofra Star Island. It's my favorite and it never fails me. Okay. Okay, one dip was enough. Even for my nose. That's amazing. If I wanted to add more highlight, I could go back in, but to a different shade, so it wouldn't really be cheating, but I think the highlight is enough. Now with lipstick, I really don't know how this works, so I'm just gonna add lipstick and be right back. Okay, and I'm back. I just added a really simple nude lip, not much. I mixed 2 Bourjois lipsticks. All the products will be in the description down below, and I think that's it. I'm done with the entire look. So tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I think the eyeshadow look could be much better if I did it outside of the challenge. I would definitely go back in with Leo, the one in the middle, and make it more vibrant. But for a really simple kind of neutral look, it's really good. The face turned out okay. It was a really fun challenge, and I actually might redo this eyeshadow look on its own because I really like how it turned out. I should be using that eyeshadow palette more. It's really pretty, not as pigmented, but the shade selection is really nice. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching me do this challenge, and you should try it too. It's a really fun challenge. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.